Well, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. This is the first stream. It's gonna be great to see you guys when anyone ever joins. It's cool. All fine and dandy. Let's go. I'll be drawing today. We'll start off with a few just rough sketches before going into the main piece. It's always nice and good to warm up before you do anything. Um, about our main piece today. It is something that I owe a friend who recently just got married, so congrats to him. I have owed him this piece for many years. I'm a bit behind on it, but he's helped me push through some stuff, so I'm gonna dedicate this to him. I might be a few streams in until I finally finish it, but let's get started, right? Alrighty then, so we're gonna start with a little bit of warm-up, some practice sketches, and a bit of fun things like that. I don't like the plain white-black background, so I'll always go with like a gray color. White is very taxing for the eyes, so I'd rather not do that. So my friend who's helped me a lot through the years, he's helped me think of what I would say. I guess through a story, and the story is what the entire picture that I'm gonna draw for him is gonna be. But like, it's a very entertaining picture, I should say. There's gonna be a lot of things in the background. It's not gonna be many like what I'm doing here would be like drawing a person, but definitely more like a tree type situation. Recently I've been into floating islands, so that part that that looks like an ice cream cone. Anyways, but floating islands is something I've been interested in lately, so that's one of the things I'll be implementing into the picture that I'm gonna draw later. Um, I'll also talk about the lovely little story that he and I actually made up when it came to the tree and the floating islands, which I added in later, obviously, but the floating islands, the tree, and the story that we came up with that goes along with it, because I needed some help going about and just becoming a tad bit more inspired. So that's what he helped with when it came to that. Um, ooh, I don't like that purple. I also don't like that one. Whatever. Um, yeah. So that's gonna be fun. That means I get to tell you a fun story. Well, obviously when I get to it. But a little bit about me. If you notice, the name is Chimera. And, and I guess that's all I could say for the time being. Um, would be like Chimera. I think this is gonna be like a fun little hobby that I'm gonna have. I can't wait to continue exploring with it and actually go about expressing myself to everybody even more so than I already do. It's not always going to be just art streams. There will be other things. Eventually, I'll have a few games to play, but that'll take a bit of time to get to. Still waiting for a few friends to hop onto this fun little streaming thing that we're doing nowadays, but it'll happen eventually. Huh? Oh, well, it never fails. I always fall back to the same person. But yeah, uh, let's see. Yeah, let's do a darker color here. The darker color will make it easier for everything to pop out. It's not like I'm going to keep this picture very long. Or I could just start adding up everything and that would be fun. Add up all the random drawings that I have and just put them off to the side. I'm sure I'll come up with something to do with them. Ooh. Oh, well, this one's a mad person. That's okay. It's just a warm-up anyway. Oh, not so mad anymore. But, yeah. Oh. That's a fun song. Just hopes everything's working out well. You guys can hear everything fine. Whoops, I turned that up a little too much. Aww, okay. All good, right? Everything's A-okay. Let's see. Don't know what I'm going with here, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is just a test. It's just a drawing, just a practice. Let's see, since we are doing floating islands, I guess I should probably figure out how to go about doing that, right? Or a tree, I should figure out how to do that too. Ooh, looks like I have a lot of things to figure out now, right? But I guess the thing would be, ooh, that's a bright color. There we go. Meh? That's okay, I guess. I mean, like, it's gonna be in the background. I guess you don't have to add too much into it, right? Wow. Huh. This is gonna be a very interesting little piece I'm going about with. I really hope he enjoys it when I finally send it to him. Let's see. There we go. I mean, it'll work. It's just an idea. Another thing that I'm not really good at are clouds. So this is gonna be a very meh. So for him, we're gonna do a relatively bigger piece. Hopefully he'll maybe use his background. I don't know. He might print it and put it somewhere. Anyway, it'll be all nice and fun when everything gets done. I hope he enjoys it. So typically we're gonna start off with, it's not gonna always be gray, but we'll start off with like a back part of it. Since this piece is typically gonna be in the sky, but since this piece is typically gonna be in the sky, I should probably lighten that a bit. I forgot how pretty this pin is. Heh. Ooh. artificially. Probably not the best way to pull this off, but like, as long as you're having fun with it, I don't think it really matters. Eventually, it'll come into something really nice and pretty. It's kind of how art works anyways. Let's see. Happens if I do this. Ooh. That's not bad for a sky color. Huh. Kinda like it. It doesn't look half bad, right? Let's see. Continue blending the colors together and maybe we'll come up with something interesting. Ooh, that sky got darker over there. Probably gonna have to add a light, brighter color over there. Or I could just stop blending it. That's a possibility too. But let's go and add a lighter color over there. Then blend it and maybe that'll help. Ooh, that's a pretty color. And blend it. Oh, it did help a little bit. Let's see. I don't want to add white. White is such a bright color for things. But sometimes you kind of do. Just don't do too much. It can kind of overload things and not actually make it bright, but like pale it out like so. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, that's a pretty color. Man. Really do like this pen. Totally forgot about that. Cool thing about digital art is like you kind of just mess around and something will come out to it, and if you don't like it, you could just always erase it or undo. Undo is like the best button ever. It's a really easy way to fix things. Unless you're drawing on the wrong layer, which I happen to do a lot. So there's going to be a bunch of that shenanigans going about. Let's just hope it doesn't happen anytime soon, because that'd be really sad. Like currently I'm rocking 3 layers, although you can't see it. But like, that's cool. Kind of like that color there, so I'm gonna yoink it and add it here. Oh. Since it's just a background color, it's okay if it's like a little bit blended in and mixed up, because there'll be another background behind it. And you'll have things in front of it that'll block the view. But since we're on that, let's go. Ooh, let's lighten that a bit because it's really bright. You can't see it, but I can. Let's go and try to map out where things are gonna be. Should probably make this a little bit smaller. See, I know I wanted floating islands in this, but like, how many floating islands is the question. I mean, because eventually, like, the biggest part of the picture, the thing that's most important, is going to be our lovely little tree. Ooh. Yeah, it's probably not going to look like that in the end, but our tree, it's going to be on a cloud. And then the thing that the tree is going to be next to is a body of water. Water? I know I said I had problem with clouds, but honestly, water is even worse for me than clouds. I can't like grasp how to do water correctly, so this is going to be relatively hard for me as well. But, like, since this isn't a sky, you could do, like, cliffs or mountaintops that maybe reach that high in the background. That would be interesting. And then obviously you'll have to have some cute little clouds. Well, like just like a basic meh outline. So you kind of know what I'm going around and doing. Well, let's go with this a story that this is all about, right? Let's see. Let's change the music a little bit. Let's just chill. Here we go. Let's see. So our story that we made is about obviously this massive pretty tree that's in the front. The tree is the bringer of life, the mother of all, is what we ended up calling it. There's no official name for the tree, at least not in the story quite yet. We're still working on it. I'll say we, but I should say that I'm still working on it. But he helped with the story a bit, so we're still working on whatever to call it. And then you have the tree, which is the giver of life, the mother tree, and then you have the water, the body of water, which is pretty much like the bringer of death. The lake, Father Lake? Is that what we called it? Is it? I mean, you could tell me in chat, I can read it. Is the audio low? I can turn it up. Ooh. I mean, officially, I can't see. Hello? I mean, the audio could be very low, I wouldn't know. Huh. Watch me doing this entire stream and no one can hear me. It's super low? Can you at least hear my voice? Ooh. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Ah! Oh, should probably not do that even if they could hear my voice or not. This is a lovely conversation. Oh well. Should edit this so I can actually see. DMs are a fun thing. Set It's very low. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Sort of better, not quite. How about now? Could probably hear everything else too, huh? Oh, in your car. Oh, can you hear me now though? I did turn it up again. And probably everything else that's happening around as well. Can you hear the music? As I'm going about to fix my settings. Still quiet to you? Let's see. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Well, while I'm waiting for that, oh, that is loud music to me. I don't know. Well, I guess I can just go about still talking. I mean, this is being recorded, at least most of it, so we can go about and fix everything later. Oh. Doo-doo. Oops, whoops, not wrong button. Oh, sure. Do. First stream, it's okay for it to be messed up. Audio is difficult to deal with. Can you hear me now? Do 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 or break could be over and I could have lost her. It's a possibility. Oh well. Huh. Do 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 do. Ah.
back to floating islands and storytelling, I guess. Let's see. Again, our story is going to be about this lovely little tree in the front. Remember correctly, we call it Mother Tree, but it's a story pretty much about the circle of life, how the Mother Tree gives life, and the Father Lake, give or take, I think, ends life or takes life, and when you die, you go through the lake, and the lake feeds the tree, and the tree gives life, and it's definitely an interesting story. It is something we were planning on to turn into a web comic, I believe. But oh, that's really thick. But yeah, you still had to write the story for that to work out. Won't be doing that anytime soon. It's definitely, since the only thing we have in this story is really just the prologue, which is what I'm talking about now. It's about the tree and the lake. So it's kind of hard for the actual like story itself to be based. I think we have a main character, and I know that there are what are they called? Uh, creatures, beings. I guess beings would be the better word for it, but beings that would be roaming the ground. Oh yeah. So the story goes is the tree was on the ground, and then the beings of the earth or planet or whatever we were calling it made the tree upset. So instead of being on the ground, they decided they were going to so because the tree in the lake got upset over the wars that their people of the ground were doing, they decided that they were going to give up on the ground and just go into the air. So that's how they ended up in the sky. I guess they could be considered the deities of that world? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. It's a very interesting like story, but like I don't remember everything that was going on with it. Definitely have it written down somewhere, so I should totally read that again. But like there's time for that. You don't really have to do everything all at once. It's definitely, since it's gonna take a while for me to finish this picture. I have no clue what I am doing, which is typically how all of my pictures go about. They kind of just sort of mesh together into something that works out. Now it looks like that's what's gonna happen here, is I don't remember how to draw a mountain. But hey, let's go. I'm sure something will come out of this. Doesn't look too bad currently. And then I take away the sketchiness of it. And then I go and take away the guidelines that I'm using for it, and then it's gonna look interesting. And then I'll be upset over it. But meh, it's kind of how art goes, right? Let's go. Whole been live for 30 minutes and I still don't have anything done on this. Oops, should probably move forward. do a little bit more than just little sketches of here and there. Let's see, let's take those away. Let's do like the actual. Oh, cool. This is a good song. The background of it. Let's add some more mountains. Don't want the mountains to be too tall. It's definitely an area where they can barely see our lovely. Ooh, then I should take that one away then. Our lovely little tree in the sky. It's probably going to be like a snowy mountain. So I guess this brown isn't going to stay for very long. Snowy mountain. Huh. How would you go about doing a snowy mountain? Other than adding snow on top, but there has to be like, would it be white or gray? That's definitely like a new layer question. Let's see, there we go. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Just the basic. I mean, it is in the background, so it doesn't have to be too detailed. Oh, so I guess that could work. Kinda like it. Let's see. Well, I'm glad you can hear me now. Can you hear the music as well? Is there anything else I need to fix? Huh. And think, add another color and see what happens. Say add another color and I just choose a gray. Makes sense. Does it snow? Guess gray would blend in well. Ooh, I could use blue. Do like a pale blue. Pale blue does blend in with the background a bit, but like, it's okay. That just means I need to change the background color, which isn't going to be too hard to do. Layers. The best, the beat, I hear it. You can hear the beat, but that's it? Well, thank you. Yes, it is a gray blue. Cool. But welcome! Now people can actually tell I'm talking to another person, minus me looking at my chat. But isn't the mountains pretty? I'm probably gonna change the colors in the back. They're probably too bright now. Oh yeah, thank you for joining. Probably should add some more white to make things pop. Ooh, I forgot how much I dislike the color white. Let's go back to gray. Just wait until it's actually finished. I mean, officially, yeah, that is true. It would depend on the time of day. I didn't think about that. I was just thinking of blue. But officially, I mean, like, it could be whatever. You're not be able to see much of it anyways. It's supposed to be above the clouds. Like, all of this is supposed to be clouds. Ooh, eesh. Layers are friends. There we go. Those are some really lazy clouds, yo. Really lazy clouds. Go back to my mountain layer. I'm actually, like, super in love with the mountain look currently. I don't want to fill in anything else. But I know I have to. Some brown to it. We go. Give it a little bit more definition. Oh, anyways. Thank you for coming in. Now I'm gonna go back to the story that I can't remember, but have bits and pieces of it. Where was I? Yay for distractions. I think I was talking about why the tree and the lake are no longer on the ground but in the sky. But that was because of the what did I call them? Anyways, the people of the ground is what I'm gonna call them now because I can't remember. Since we're doing the sky phase. Because the people of the ground were having yeah. Because the people of the ground were having like this gigantic war. And the tree who has feelings of its own because it's cool and like that. Same for the lake, got upset over the fact that the people of the ground were having fights and like were arguing or war, whatever it is. I don't remember what it was. I know there's some story to it. But because of the people on the ground, they were having their war. They were like, I don't want to be a part of that. So haha, K, deuces, bye. And does it slowly descends into the sky. But like obviously since they're I guess they're a couple or like they're connected, the tree and the lake or river, I guess it could be a river. I guess it still has to be connected. I don't know. Whatever. Figure it out later. The tree and the water thing are connected, so they both went up to the sky. So how it's portrayed is that the obviously the tree is the bringer of life, and then the water would be the bringer of death, which makes sense because like typically water, if you're down too far, you drown, so death. And then the further you go up to surface, you live. So like if you start the bottom, you go up, you go from like dead back to reincarnation. I guess that's the word we could go for. Anyways, still, it's just a story. Back to that. So, happened is while this entire gibberish is happening, while they decided they were going to move themselves away from the mortal plane into this world above everybody, one of the people who are fighting happened to die, and so during this point, I think as they were going up, instead of actually following the trend of everybody else and going from the bottom of the lake or river, wherever it was, and raising itself to the top, this person was like, ha 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 ha, joke's on you, I don't want to go up there, I know what I'm going to go back to, and just continued going down. And typically, since water is so heavy, it would think that it would be a good place for you to hide objects that were bad. So one of the objects from back in time that is in the water, because it's a good place to hide things that are evil, apparently, was, I think we called it a staff? I think we called it a staff. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we ended up calling it a staff. But anyways, so the dude, whatever his name is, I don't think we even gave him a name, but like evil dude went and found the staff, and the staff was capable of corruption. So I guess we can call the staff of corruption. But like the staff was supposed to stay underwater, and like the dude was already not the nicest person. So like when he touched the staff, he didn't really change much. He kind of just stayed the same. So when he touched the staff, he decided like, "Mwahaha, I am mean. I am not nice. I am going to bring said staff to the surface and see what that does." And be like, not the best idea and not the nicest person on the planet, but like, I guess. So like, what? That is the wrong color, but like, what can they do about it? Can't really stop him because they don't know what's going on. So this dude is like, okay, cool, now I'm ready for reincarnation, but while I'm doing that, I'm gonna bring this little staffy thing up to the surface. And he does. And as the staff slowly raises to the surface, he excuse the cat. He starts polluting the water as the staff raises, because the water that was so deep was what's keeping it in place. So like, the deepest part of whatever that thing is called, I don't remember the name of it, the deepest part was already polluted with all the negative energies. That's why it was the father, or like the bringer of death, or whatever we called it, the harbinger of death. I don't know, I'm sure it'll come up with a special name for it eventually, but like, it was death. Anyways, because that, it was easier to keep the corruption safe and sound and away from everything. So as he was bringing it up, he was starting to pollute the waters. And like the mother tree, or whatever it's called, takes water, its nutrients from the water, because that's what trees do, gasp, it starts polluting. So as the water, the mother tree or whatever you call it, as the tree was starting to get the water from the river, the water, the things that he was bringing to life started to become corrupted and polluted. So now you have this dude who is like, ha 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 ha, I'm evil, I'm bringing evil with me. Actually, complete words. Complete part of his plan without even knowing that he was completing part of the plan, because as he kept bringing it forward and bringing it up, he was already corrupting the tree. So now we have a lovely corrupted tree who is supposed to not be corrupted. It's supposed to be equal and was supposed to let the people choose on if they were going to be nice or mean, but now it can only summon like mean people. So due to that situation, and obviously the water not being able to do anything about it, so when the dude finally gets up to the tree, he plants the staff into one of the roots, and the staff is so corrupted that it actually like goes and pretty much makes that root rotten and fall into the water. So that kind of messes up his plan, because now he was planning on just keeping the staff in the root to make sure like the tree will forever do it, but like now that didn't work, and the water's still kind of purified but not so much. So the tree is like super upset now, as much trees can be upset, and it starts summoning its little protectors. I think we called them Celestials? I don't remember. Let's go with like protectors. I'm sure there's names for everything. But there were little protectors and whatever. So now the protectors are realizing that the tree is starting to be corrupted by the staff, and they figured out the staff is a bad thing. But they also realized that the person who was bringing the staff was not properly resurrected. So now they're just trying to stop that from happening. And obviously, since he has the staff, he is like, "Mwahaha, suckers, that's not gonna happen." So he does what he does best and stops them from doing their shenanigans so he can continue doing his shenanigans. So eventually he bypasses all the fun stuff that he has to do, gets resurrected, sends back down to the earthly plane or whatever I was calling it before. And so now the tree and the water are pretty much corrupted. So like all the beings that are born on the earthly plane are not the nicest. They're not being sweet like they're supposed to. They're just like little demons. And while that was happening, the mother tree was like, there's not so much I could do by myself. I need people to help me. So she was upset, and she sprouted a single droplets of water from one of her leaves that have not been damaged yet. The single droplet of water was enough to purify just a single part of the lake. So if the people who are being resurrected come out from that part of the lake, they are not being resurrected as a corrupted one. And that's where our main character, who I don't remember the name of, comes from. And she's one of the few people who found that spot and was resurrected into being a non-corrupted one. And I believe that she was also, because she was a non-corrupted one, she ended up also being resurrected as like one of the protectors of the tree. I think. Man, this is my own story and I don't remember it. But I do know after that, she grows up, she becomes this really awesome fighter thing. And as they ended up finding where the first corrupted dude hid the scepter, the staff, whatever. This whatever it called it, but found out where that was hiding and went to go and retrieve it, and ended up, instead of actually staying above the clouds where she lived her entire life, all the time. But instead of staying above the clouds where she lived her entire life, she ends up being and falling beneath the clouds. And the thing was, is when she fell beneath the clouds, one of the few things that happened when Mother Tree or whatever, when the tree goes up, is the tree took the existence of magic with her. Because, like, why would she let the people who are using the magic to do wrong keep the said magic to do wrong? So she took the magic with her. So when the girl falls beneath the clouds, she's pretty much, the clouds are pretty much like a magical barrier that strips her from who she was. So instead of staying the protector of the tree, she is forced to morph into something that she's not. And then, like, because there's a war beneath with all the corrupted people, that means some of the protectors probably ended up corrupted. So I'm pretty sure there's also war in the sky as well, because, like, good story. There has to be, like, some sort of bad thing happening everywhere. But so if I remember correctly, ended up riding her to where she falls. She got hit in the head right before she fell by a magic attack, and ended up having like a concussion, thus losing all of her memories. So it makes things a little bit harder for her when she falls, and easier for her to lie about things, because you can't really lie if you don't know what's going on. So that happened. I guess that makes things easier for her. I think that's pretty much what I had written down. I'm sure there was like another part of the story where she was supposed to like find like, oh yeah, the staff, scepter, whatever it is, fell down with her. And then there was somebody who was following her down. So like she's not the only one of the protectors or whatever. It could be the bad guy who followed her. I don't remember. I really need to find the story again. I have it written down somewhere. But where is it written down? But definitely had someone follow her, and if I remember correctly, also was starting to give her like clues and hints on who she was actually, because like that person, I'm gonna go with it's probably a dude, but he has no clue where the scepter fell, so he's trying to use her to find the scepter, and which doesn't help because she can't remember anything. I think that was all I had. Well, as I say, these mountains don't look too bad. Better than I thought they would be. Especially for someone who's been a minute since drew any sort of like actual background. I've been doing more portraits than anything. Since I have a few projects that need to finish, some of these projects are like friends asking for like headshots of stuff, so I'll get to those eventually. But like, do I owe you a picture of something? I don't think I owe you a picture of anything, do I? I know there's a list of people who asked something from me, like I don't remember. Maybe they'll remember and they'll tell me. It makes life easier that way. I like how I'm paying more attention to this side and doing nothing to this dude. You poor thing. You just look so much better. This is a very interesting song, and I'm gonna skip it now. Okay, cool. Bye. Go away. Okay, that worked. Skip button is a friend, and now we're okay. I guess that would be like a bunch of. Oh, well, that is not a white or a light color. Oh, you know, I could totally be putting clouds there. Look at that. Undo, my best friend. What's this? Oh, hey, look, those are clouds already. I'm gonna erase those clouds and add them to the mountaintop thingy. Just trying to figure out what I was supposed to do. I can go there. You know, I will eventually add these to the layer I'm trying to do it. Got this. Like that. That should go up there. What color the cloud should be? I guess gray? Should probably do like a darker one to begin with. Is that how clouds look? I think that's how clouds look. I don't know. I should go outside more often. Maybe if I look up in the sky, I'd see what clouds look like. Or I could just Google them. Then. I mean, honestly, I should know what clouds look in the sky. I've flown so much. I've been above the clouds before. This one? Meh. You know what? I'm just gonna make them blue because why not? Let's go with a dark blue first as an outline so I can know where they're at and then like move on from that. Here we go. Do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to go along with that story, but I'm pretty sure I told the entire thing of it. Pretty sure I told it all. I don't remember if there was anything else. Should totally reach out and see if there was anything else in Parlet's story that I missed. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was. good thing this is a background part of it, so it doesn't have to be super duper
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd.
no. What is this song? It's interesting. Guess that works. Kind of the same color as what's on the mountain, so let's not. That is the same color as the cloud. Maybe this one? Oh, I guess that works. That's a purple color, isn't it? It is a purpley color. Oh, hold on, fine, it's fine. That's okay. It works well. As I use said purpley color for the mountains again. Just gonna fill in some of these gaps that I have. No, this is probably not the best way of doing it, but it works. And then I could just go over the top of it with the white to have more snow. And then go over the top of that with the brown to separate everything a little bit. And it's not an actual white, it's more like a gray. Oh no! Okay, I fixed it. It's more like a gray, because I don't like the actual white color. It is bright. It's very painful to look at sometimes. We go. Smooth these out a little bit. That's looking better. Go over it with the blue again, so, or the gray blue color thing. That way it'll blend in a little bit more. And then after that, we'll go with the brown once more. I talk as if I know what I'm doing and I don't. I promise. I'm just sitting here hoping everything looks like a mountain by the time I'm done. It looks like a mountain currently, so I guess I'm doing something right. This color? Yeah. Look at that. I think I'm doing it, guys. I think it looks like a mountain. I really do. And it makes me really happy. Oh Okay. My screen started to freak out on me, so I was worried that it disappeared and stream stopped. That'd be sad. But yeah, I think I'm doing a good job here. I think it's working out well. I think it's starting to look like a mountain. Add some brown to it. Separate the colors some. Ooh. There we go. That's really mountainy. Let's fill in the color over here. I realized that there was going to be a limit to how many clouds I can put in this without actually like covering up stuff. So that's what I'm doing now. Is I'm fixing it so I don't have to add like a fudge ton of clouds into this. See, oh no, I lost my blue. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find it again. Some white, some more snow top. There we go. Blend in the colors some. I like how I said white, but still grabbed a gray color. And mixing things in. I could totally be using the blend tool for this. And I bet it would mix in well. But I don't know. Let's see, there we go. There's another little mountaintop I need to fix. Officially should probably go back to that blue. No. This one? This one. Do what I did last time. And then mix it in. Ooh. Here we go. Scooch that over a little bit so we can see the rest of it. Oh, I mean, I guess there should be some clouds there, but like, mountain detail? I don't know. That one looks really good. I'm really proud of that one. I say that as I accidentally erase into it. Brown into it. Brown's definitely used for more like a deeper colored detailed situation than anything. But it makes it look good. Oh, there we go. Some darker gray into it, that also adds detail. Let's see here, adding detail to a mountain. And have other mountains to finish. Good job. But it looks so pretty. Definitely proud of that mountaintop. Let's hope I can make all the other ones look good like this one. Maybe if I add more like work to the other ones, it would look better. Guess I could start that part too. Should probably be not using this dark gray to do that though, but hey, it's okay. I'll go over it and fix it. See. There we go. There we go. Add the gray to it again. Or the gray blue? I don't know what. Yeah, gray blue. And there's probably an actual color to this, name to this color. Whoops. I don't know what that is. But that's okay. It's okay not to know what everything is. See, there we go. Look at that, it's getting better now. Now it's getting there. Kinda looks like a mountaintop. Kinda, sorta, maybe, just a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. So I guess I should do more stories live then. Huh. Oh no. Okay, there we go. That looks better. This drawing's definitely gonna be like a longer piece. It'll be multiple streams over it, I can say as much. That's really something I won't do unless I am streaming. So at least that's a fun part. Everyone gets to see the entire spin of it. fraud of it, shenanigans of it. What is the word I am looking for? I know it exists. The entire thing, entire upbringing, sure, of it. So that's gonna be fun. And maybe the entire piece won't be me of just sitting here drawing really pretty mountains. Eventually I'll actually get up to the tree. If I remember properly. The tree, though. Because I remember us talking about the tree and what the tree looked like. No, the tree is supposed to have draping roots that goes off the side of the clouds. So obviously some of the roots have to go by the water off the cloud again. If I remember, it's supposed to be a relatively big tree. And since it was at least a once upon a time a tree people actually like worshipped, it probably gonna have some sort of symbolism on the tree that state that it's being worshipped. I don't remember what the state. I think there was like something tied to this tree, like a ribbon. Oh, I'm pretty sure that part's right. I'm pretty sure there's a ribbon tied to the tree. But I don't remember the leaves and what they look like. I don't know if they're like, don't remember if they're basic leaves or like special leaves or like blossoms or if it was like a willow tree. Well, whatever comes out of it. Further away, that doesn't look too bad. Huh. I will finish the mountains. Maybe. Let's hope so. Finish the mountains, it gives me something else to draw tomorrow. See, there we go. Using brown as an accent color. If you guys are wondering, all the music does come from Pretzel Rocks. Knowing me, there we go. That is not a pretty art. There we go. Pretzel Rocks. And the current station we're listening to is the Chill Station. Songs from here are pretty nice. I'm enjoying it. Let's see. Go. There we go. Let's color this one all in. I'll just redo that. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. Accent color, super bright gray white thing. Snow. Then the darker one for an outline to cut two parts in half. There we go. Remember where the light's coming from. Remember one side's gonna be darker than the other. Again, sitting here talking like I know what I'm doing. Nope. No clue. I just things that I remember from art class. Shading, lighting, all that fun. Ooh. Stuff. See, I feel like this needs a little bit more dark in it. There we go. Same for this side. There we go. Accent colors. Makes things easier, I think. Adding more. Before the end of this, I will have these mountains done. Well, at least on this side. I don't know about the other one. I might just veto that mountain altogether. Or I might just keep it. I don't know. We'll see. Because I never know until the end of it anyways. I could just change my mind mid-thing. Be like, no mountains. Definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. See, there we go. And I'll add blue to that to make things pop a little bit. Everything is white over there. Or gray? Gray? White? I don't know. Gray white. Off white. Snow. Snow. Everything is snow over there. All snow, I'll add the blue to add more color to it and more depth. Concentration. Anyways, let's go back to stories. Cause I remembered something. She falls, right? So when she falls into a middle of a war council tent. So like she automatically falls into like I guess would be enemy lines for her, but like it's not like she can remember any of it. So I guess I do have more than just the prologue of the story. Or I've thought of more than just the prologue of the story and I'm remembering it now and I should probably write all this down later. So I can remember it all again later. That would be smart to do. Most definitely something I should probably do. There we go. That's looking better. Maybe not that part. Let's... There we go. Here we go. There we go. And there we go. Drink some water. So my cat decided he was going to join in. And he's now chilling at my desk, staring at me like I did something wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, kitty. I'm just drawing. This isn't something unusual for you. You see me do this all the time. I promise. All the time. You even hear me talk all the time. So why are you looking at me like that? Okay. That makes sense. Whatever you say, kitty cat. But these are looking out pretty good. I'm actually relatively proud of myself. Like I stated, I've never really drawn mountaintops very well before. This one's definitely gonna need some brown to help it pop a little bit though. Kind of makes me want to go snowboarding, but then again, like, I also don't want to go snowboarding because that means I would have to go outside, and the outside world is relatively scary. The outside score. The outside is still really scary. On that note, I hope everyone out there is staying safe and doing everything they need. Take precautions. I don't think we're done with this quite yet. Well, that's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't know much about what's going on. I typically forego the news because it can be scary. Things on the news are not nice at times, so yeah, it's all cool though. Let's see. Ah! This looks like it might need a little bit more brown in it. This one needs more white, gray thing. Needs to be outlined a little bit. It's gonna get lost. It's like this one. Oh, so not prepared for that beat. Slightly scared me. I need a little bit. Want to get lost in the background. Like they're already back there. It's gonna be very lost anyways. Still, I'm proud of them, so I would like them to be seen. There we go. I was commenting how this one's gonna need brown in it. I already have it. I already might as well add it. Here. So I can have like the darker. That's that. Yeah, that is the darker one. Okay. Gray to it. There we go. And then the bluey purpley thing. Right? Yeah. There we go. That doesn't look bad. Should we do the gray on this side? Add more brown. I'm really proud with that one too. Nope. Yep. A little bit of an outline so it stands apart. Go. That doesn't look too bad. Oh, I'm looking at it. This needs. Ooh, need to change the brush size. This needs a little bit gray. Go. said I'm really happy with that one. I'm gonna keep adding stuff to it. Right there we go. And that's why I added the brown over there. So it helped tell the difference between the two of these. There we go. I'm actually really proud of these mountains. Just have to say. I know this is just a small part of this entire piece, but like, pretty mountains, yeah. Fix the outline of this one in a minute. Erasers are friends, which is nice. Mika. Add more brown. Start the outline part again to change the size. Don't want it too thick. Add it there a little bit. This one needs an outline. A tad bit. So I took away the outline just a moment ago. Well, I mean, the sketch? Yeah. So I took away the sketch a moment ago. So I can do the outline part. So only a tad bit. Just make it pop a little bit. Not too detailed. Alright there, I might have to erase a little bit. It's too big. It's a little bit too thick. There. I noticed it so I could do the undo button, which is nice. Erase tool. Fun about all this is I'm using a tablet, so it makes things so much easier to draw on. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people who are doing the same thing, but like pencil drawing? Oh, I mean, like, you have to have some really good talent to draw with like a mouse. Because that's hard. I had to do that before in school. It never came, none of my art before in school came out to this much detail when I was using like a mouse. A mouse is hard. That I was also using Photoshop at the time. And like, I've learned that I don't like Photoshop as much as I do like Clip Studio, which is what I'm using now. Just don't know. I think the lines are a little bit better on Clip Studio than it is on Photoshop. Well, like I know the industry's typically Photoshop happy. So like I know how to use Photoshop. If I had a choice, I would prefer Clip Studio. So all my fun actual projects for myself have been based off of Clip Studio, while all the school stuff is done on Photoshop. It's a good thing to know more than just like one application and know how to use multiple. Well, that's always a good thing. Just remember, don't try to like get yourself only based on one thing. It's always good to have skills in multiple areas. You'll never know when you'll actually need them. One of these days you'll be like, oh, I'm really good at photography, and be like, yeah. And then you'll actually use that skill in photography. You're like, I didn't know what I would actually use that. That was me when I learned that most of the stuff I would have to do with Photoshop. I'm like, oh wait, hey, I know the basics of Photoshop. Congratulations. And then you realize that it's been years since you've touched Photoshop and things have changed significantly, so it's pretty much learning everything all over again. But hey, you kind of know how to work your way through it. You know what some of the things are. You know what layers are. It's a good thing. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just really trying to get this like mountain work done. Although I'm very interested in it. Just like, It's like each one of them is its own unique little look. None of them are gonna look like that, but like they all have their own style to them. Which is a good thing because my friend who I'm making this for definitely enjoys the multiple styles that there are out there. So as long as, again, I'm making something that he enjoys and is happy to have, then I don't care. I mean, eventually he'll stumble upon this. He'll be like, oh no, he's talking about me. Yeah. No name drops though. I don't think he'd care, but like, no name drops though. Here we go. And smoothing out some of this. Ooh, this is a nice beat. I forgot I could do that on this one. Also easier to do lines like that. I really like this pen. I don't know remember where it came from though. The cool thing about Clip Studio is it has so many aspects that you're capable of tapping into that I could have tapped into one of the ones that are like already downloaded. Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna finish this though for the stream's over. So I guess I can do like, oh no, pick it back up later. That's okay. Say I didn't try. Let's add some more dark over here since it's looking so well. You know, I could probably just like do the clouds and then work around from that. I should. Go to the blue, gray. I can't tell the difference. Oh no. Just something to tell the difference between the two. Go. Let's see. Ever gonna change the fact I have no clue how to draw clouds? I guess I hope these look good. I'm sure, again, by the time I'm done, it'll be okay, but like, honestly, they're just there currently to help figure out how much of the actual mountains I need to finish. It's okay that they're the wrong color. Ah! You know, it doesn't look half bad that way too. Like that. So it shows where I need to clean up a little bit. Here. Here. Control Y is redo. So if there's an art tree erasing, you don't erase actually everything, you just erase what you need. I'm a smart person, I know how to do that. New. There we go. Oh hey look. I got this. Maybe. I'm working on it. There we go. There we go. And then the clouds, can go back to fix those. And color. Details of the clouds. Best details I can think about when it comes to clouds are squiggly lines. I am probably definitely should totally look up what clouds look like sometimes. I'll also do the fluffy ones. Oof. I don't know about that though. Nope. I should probably just end that entire thing with gray. Haha! First guess. Is this on? Sure. Nope. That blends in too much. It was that one though. Oh well. This way. Yeah, and all the colors blend in together. I'm sure I'll figure out a better way of doing this clouds, but like for now, Ooh. There we go. Oh. Well, we're getting to the end bit of the stream. Stream for a good solid 2 hours today, which I think is a good idea. I know there's going to be multiple streams, and we'll do it again tomorrow as well. We'll continue this little piece here. I am pretty sure this piece is going to take us a while to finish. It's definitely since I spent 2 hours on a set of mountains that are incomplete. But I have to say it was fun. It was nice to have someone hop in and talk to me. But I do like in telling stories, so I think I'm going to continue that bit. If, again, I can remember any of the stories. I'm sure for this specific, like, storyline, this specific, where this piece is coming from. I'm pretty sure there's more stories to go along with it. I just honestly can't remember, so I'm definitely going to go about and looking for that. So I could tell you those stories if I can remember them. Or I can just come up with new ones, because why not? There's nothing stopping me. This is my story. I can come up with new stories to go along. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Ooh. You know, I think I will. I think I will. I do need to do is I need to remember the characters' names, like the base plot around it. That's something I really do need to figure out and remember. Ooh. That's gonna be exciting. That I'm gonna save this. Fruit falls. Whoa. Well, that's the wrong background, but I'll take it for the time being. I will fix that later. But thank you everyone for stopping in and showing up, and we'll start this all again tomorrow.